What's going on, buddy? Soliecker here, the Armed Fisherman, back at it again with another video of the celebrity junk. And just like you know, a lot of us are all covering this stuff that's going on in Dalton. And there's other YouTubers that I watch, and sometimes they give up new information. And I want to give a huge shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. And he was covering some things that I hadn't seen before. And so we're going to get into this video. We're just going to kind of react to a little bit of this. I will leave a link in the description below. Go over to his channel. Let him know the Armed Fisherman sent you. And let's get into this, and I'll see you at the end.
The po-pos are on the scene. And now they done called up their big brothers, the FBI, to come out here in these streets and deal with our girl, Tiffany Henyard, aka Superman.
To all those who never believed in the power of the handicap, there's a new sheriff in town,
aka the city girl mayor. Come out there and deal with her dusty self. But we got proof that they did show up and do a subpoena. Now, she was talking about that was fake news.
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
It really wasn't true. They didn't do an FBI raid, which was true. They didn't do an FBI raid, but they damn sure did a subpoena. What is in the subpoena? Let's check it out.
Showed Dalton trustee Tammy Brown the subpoenas that were delivered by 4 FBI agents at Dalton Village Hall Friday afternoon. Directed to the Village of Dalton's custodian of records, they're headlined "Subpoena to Testify Before a Grand Jury." And that's significant because it's our first official confirmation that a federal grand jury has been impaneled to investigate allegations of rampant corruption in Dalton.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
In fact, the subpoena discloses they began meeting in November of last year.
Oh my God. Someone has heard our cry, finally.
Thank you, Jesus!
Someone has heard the residents of Dalton, and they're actually going to do something about it now.
One of the subpoenas asks for personnel and disciplinary files for 29 Dalton employees. Trustee Brown reviewed the list of names and told us they all have one thing in common.
All of these people are loyal to the mayor. Every last one of them.
And as you heard from Trustee Tammy Brown, all those people that are on this list that I didn't even know about are all part of Super Duper Mayor. Super Duper Mayors. These are all her minions. 29 of them. This is 29 more people are going to get subpoenaed or depositioned for whatever chaos is happening right now.
Are loyal to the mayor.
So that's the first part of what's in the subpoena. The second part in the subpoena deals with this.
The other subpoena asks for information about Village Administrator Keith Freeman, Mayor Henyard's top deputy, who you may remember tried to block us from talking to the mayor when we did a story about her police security detail last year.
Why do you need so many officers, details, or your security?
The subpoena, focusing on Freeman, asks for payments, tax records, and any contracts given to a list of companies, some of which are associated with Freeman according to a search of LLC records.
And like we were talking on the last video, we all know that the FBI is already going after Keith Freeman because he's going to be that one link that's going to be squeezed and squeezed to get all the information and all the dirt, because Keith Freeman is Tiffany Henyard's super mayor's number 2. So they're going to press him so hard.
It would be my somewhat educated guess that there have been allegations raised by third parties that those businesses, or at least some of them, were sham businesses. They didn't really exist. They provided no legitimate services. And he was submitting phony invoices to the village, which were being paid.
Now, let me kind of talk about what the former FBI agent was saying. And this is very important. First of all, Keith Freeman has an extensive criminal record. Keith Freeman is not a business person. He's very similar to Jay Morrison. He's a guy who is a felon who wants to legitimize himself amongst business people. If he was a legit business person, there would be no reason why he's a multiple felon, just like Jay Morrison. They would have never had to go that route in the first place if they were legit business people, which they are not. However, because Keith Freeman is in with the mayor and they have access to this budget, this is one of the reasons why they wanted Alice Key off the bank account, and they wanted to control the spending because, well, if he has these bogus businesses, which Keith Freeman is not a very talented guy at all, he can make these sham businesses. He can then either be a middleman in charge for products and services and bill the village and they'll pay it out. What's not being talked about is that person, Keith Freeman, could also give Tiffany Henry the cut of that. So basically, look, you come up with a business. I'm going to pay the business from the village of Dolton, the taxpayers. They're not going to get any value for money. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a percentage of what's going to happen. This happens in almost every third world country. It happens in almost maybe any country in the world. These are called kickbacks. All right. So Mr. Keith Freeman is a person involved in kickbacks. My question is to Tiffany Henry, why would you risk your political career, like you were a trustee for 8 years, just to get into office and then after one term, destroy any possibility of you ever having any job ever again in your life at the tender age of 40 or 41? Dealing with somebody like Keith Freeman, I mean, you know, there's a guy that had the grape charge that you hired. And then you have these people that are going to go to jail.
Like I said, this video comes from O'Shea Duke Jackson. I will leave a link in the description. I didn't play this whole video. Go over there if you want. Give him a sub. He's been covering the Dolton shenanigans as well, just like a lot of us. I mean, Tiffany is just the gift that keeps on giving. You know, until she goes to jail, until she decides to shut her mouth, we will continue to make videos upon videos upon videos upon videos about this woman. Because we all know that she is corrupt. She's got all her little minions. All these people are just doing her will. And if you don't do her will, you're getting out of there. You're going to get arrested. You're going to get all these things that she wants to do. She's going to target the people that want to do the right thing and keep all the people that want to do the wrong thing. But it is what it is, and we're all looking forward to that day that they put the cuffs on her. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I'm out. Soliaker, deuces.